I'm just waiting for the Japanese to actually go in and take the airbase, because I would love to have that, but looks like they won't do it, so I'll just move in. As you can see, our divisions are way better than the Japanese one, and I don't expect the Allied or Soviet ones to be that much better than the Japanese. How many states? 5 factories in the state. That's not too bad for us. Oh, that is very interesting. You can select the carrier planes that way. Oh, that is cool. I didn't know. Do we even have naval doctrines? No, we don't. We actually got this fleet in being. That is very unfortunate. Because I would definitely love to do base strike. Wait, I can do that. Oh, I think... Well, I'll see later if I can switch. Because I was under the impression that I couldn't switch doctrines in this game. Whoa! It gave it back to the French! How is that possible? Come on, I want to steal it. Oh, and this one gave it to us. What? No, don't... Yeah, because you would be in a plan. Okay. So, I guess I'm fine with that. And it gave it back to France. Well, that is very interesting. I'm not really sure why it's giving back... Because we have military access. Is that why? We'll actually cancel the military access and check this out once my troops are out. If that is indeed why, then I will be kind of surprised. They'll be soon out of French territory. We'll cancel the military access. I'll actually take you out of orders as well, because you will be the one doing the advance. So they're out, and let's see if we can cancel the military access. So that gave us a hidden reputation, but it's fine. So let's see if we can enter in and it will be Chinese territory permanently. No, I will refuse it for now. At least as long as I want to check this out, because this is really weird for me. Japanese division attempting to stop us will really be a big problem. So in 10 hours we will see if this is indeed the case. No, it just gives it back to France. That's really weird. That is really weird. So we'll get military access again. I'm not really sure why it gives it back to France. I have never seen it do that. Hey, it definitely didn't do it for the Soviet Union when they were taking over my territory. That is really weird, actually. Oh well. I guess I'll just let Japan rampage through. There's actually an airbase of mine. I want to find that. That is very annoying. Why would that be? The non-aggression pact, maybe? Maybe it is the non-aggression pact. Can cancel that before May of this year. Because maybe taking over the territory that used to be theirs is considered an act of aggression. So in the non-aggression pact, I cannot do that. I really couldn't say, honestly. Oh, okay. Oh no, more Japanese ships. Now, I could definitely actually, which is not a word, bring some fighters down here and do some strikes in the South China Sea. So once they are indeed in Hainan, we'll be able to do that. You little piece of shit. You do know that you're annoying, right? Okay, excellent. And it still put the... Why? Why would you do that? What? How? I specifically put it at 50. I don't understand that at all, but still. I don't want the reinforcement limit. Let's just say 60, just in case. You'll be going over to South China Sea and you'll be doing air superiority. Just in case the enemy brings ships over, we'll be able to attack them, and we've sunk another destroyer. Fleet 4 is holding. What? Where's Fleet 4? It says that we have a fleet here holding. What? Oh, this is the air map mode. Oh, no, you're Fleet 1. It's just very annoying that I cannot just go in an area where I can see all of my fleets listed. It just doesn't make any sense that I cannot do that. It's not manage occupied territories. I don't understand. I just don't understand. How do I find Fleet 4? It says it's holding, but I can't find it because it's holding, so I found you by complete, just utter luck. Oh, you're heading to repair. Okay, that's fine. I guess. Naval Bomber 1 is almost complete. I'll be going for Naval Bomber 2 and carrier version as quickly as possible. I can actually research Fighter 3 next, which is what I'll be doing actually. So they have invaded my territory. This is my territory. I wonder why I cannot just take over the territory. It doesn't make any bloody sense to me. Whoa. Oh my god, I am so stupid. I am so insanely stupid. You can just go and... Oh, wow. Yeah. Fine. Fine. This is actually very useful, and I didn't know that it was available. Well, yep, there's me. Yeah, we have 690, so we can just see everything. Oh my god. Ooh, the Burma Road. In order to aid our war against Japan, Britain has improved the infrastructure and constructed the airbase along our Burmese border. Repel the running dogs. Okay, that's not bad. Now, the Burma Road, interestingly enough, in this game, simply cannot be as important as it was in real life, because in real life, Nationalist China at this point in the war was completely dependent on Western supplies that were coming through the Burma Road, which is over here. This is Burma in British India, even though Burma is not exactly India, but still. and exactly it was running over basically running over the Himalayas over here and some very hard terrain in Yunnan to bring supplies over to Chongqing, which is this city over here, was the capital of Nationalist China after the fall of Nanjing in the early phases of the Sino-Japanese War. And they were bringing over supplies over here by airplane and by a road that they made, of course the Burma Road. And this was essentially what kept Nationalist China in the war for the entirety of the conflict, and the way that so much American supplies reached the Nationalist Chinese forces after the Japanese controlled pretty much all of the coastline of China. And this later also kind of meant that a lot of American equipment fell into the hands of the Communist Party troops when they won the Civil War. So we can reform our government, but I'm not really sure what they could do. We've already got a naval theorist going on, which is going to be important for us. I'm guessing just compassionate gentleman at this point. I could go for a democratic reformer, but we'll eventually get democracy push anyway. Wait, are we? I'm pretty sure Liberty Ethos is going to give us... No, trade deal opinion factor plus 10%. So we don't really have anything that is going to give us democracy in any way, which is fine enough. Chiang Kai-shek was never the most democratic individual, so us not having that is good. Liberty Ethos trade deal opinion factor plus 20%. I'm guessing that's just gonna give us more relationship with our trading partners, which is fine enough considering we have a huge amount of trade with other countries. So we'll be pushing the Japanese back into their area. So wait, has it actually improved our infrastructure over here? Or is it only for Britain? It's 4 out of 10, 5 out of 10, 5 out of 10. Yeah, it looks like it actually has improved the infrastructure out here. Because the infrastructure in general is just pretty bad in that area. But it does look like it actually improved, which is kind of interesting. It's going to allow us, funnily enough, if we ever go to war with Britain, that is actually going to help us invade British India a lot. So how are things going in Europe? Looks like there's no more Italian pockets in Hungary, but there is a huge Italian pocket in Bulgaria. And the Italian pocket in the Baltics has been reduced to almost nothing as well. So what is the final political map over here? Who is... Oh, that is Communist China. So Communist China now has an airfield in southern Poland. I believe this is actually modern Ukraine. Yeah, it's western Ukraine. Then we have Czechoslovakia over here, which is democratic. We have more Communist China in Transylvania. More Communist China over here. They control Arad in southern Romania and Banat. Then we have Romania itself controlling this area of Transylvania. Is that even Transylvania? No, this is Transylvania. This is actually already Hungary. And we've also got Transdanubia, which is controlled partially by Italy and partially by Romania. Then we have Hungary proper, which is democratic and unaligned. And we have an independent Austria, actually under the Vaterländisches Front, which is not aligned, even though these guys are definitely fascists in actual history. And then the actual Nazis, the DNSAP, essentially the Austrian version of, well, yeah, pretty much the Austrian version of the Nazi Party, have a 27%, and the KPÖ has 34%. Then we also have some fighting going on in Italy proper. We've got France and Italy just being very derpy in general. Oh, and then we have Chinese Pomerania. Never forget that. So decryption side channel attack has been researched. I'll be going for more encryption. I'll be trying to get as much of that going as possible. We actually don't have anyone defending Haikou down here. I will be pulling over a division over here. These guys actually need to train because they're very, very low on experience. These guys are almost all trained fairly well, which is fine. These guys also need training. Where are you? Oh, you're just defending the coastline. Fine. And you guys, you're mostly fine. How's equipment going? So we've got a huge surplus of infantry equipment. Soon enough we'll be attempting to upgrade it. We've also got, finally we've got a surplus of towed artillery, but soon enough we'll have the upgrade for that as well. So we can finally slack on the reinforcement and prioritize upgrades over everything. The Japanese looks like they have taken another one of my provinces in Yunnan. Damn Japs. Let's see if I can actually encircle one of those divisions. Very unlikely considering my divisions aren't exactly made for speed. Yeah, no. Maybe, let's see. I'm actually not sure. Let's see. I might just be smoking right now. That failed attack though. That division basically killed itself. Oh, come on. Ah, damn it. I was thinking that maybe they were being given back to France because we were taking territories that were adjacent to French territories. But alas, nope. I have no idea why this is. My best guess is I can actually invite them to faction. My best case just on that is the non-aggression pact. A little bit of an engagement over here. Not really much going on though. We've actually got divisions in this little stupid island over here. Oh, what is that? Naval combat. Naval Bomber 1 is finished. Yeah, I could go for fighter free. I will actually do that. We're very much ahead of time, but we've got some bonuses to research of aircraft, so it's gonna be fine. In terms of naval superiority, if we can ever gain naval superiority again over here, we'll definitely want to invade the Ryukyus to pave the way for more operations against Japan. In terms of air superiority, the Japanese really aren't trying to do much. Not really sure where their much flaunted air force is, but it's definitely not in the home islands. Yeah, it still says they've got a pretty substantial air force, but I don't know. We've actually got 21 to 23 dockyards, and we're fairly certain on that, and we've got more, so we'll be eventually able to outproduce them even in that, which is good. There's more stuff going on over here. Somehow, Italy can keep some troops going over here. Oh, probably they have, yeah, they have military access over Germany. That is very, very weird. What state is Denmark in? Oh, just normal. Are they a puppet of the British, though? No, they're just neutral. Oh, I'm guessing this is actually just the original Denmark that was never taken over by Germany. And these guys are puppets of the United... Oh no, they're not puppets, but they're in the Allies. Luxembourg is also in the Allies. That's kind of weird. Oh, naval combat. Not really much going on though. Wonder if I can build more factories. I can, actually. I'll be queuing up some civilian factories just in case we ever run out of factories to make. And we'll be building more dockyards in Taiwan. Oh, looks like a naval battle between the French and the Japanese. Yeah, probably that will not go too well for the French. Ooh. We've sunk a battleship, the Fuso. Well, okay. So we just one-shotted with a 10% damage the Fuso. Well, I agree with kamikaze strikes. Kamikaze strikes are actually really overpowered in this game. And I'm totally abusing them, but hey, why not? I'm actually really not sure why we can do them. Because if we go over here, the tech that gives us, or the focus that gives us kamikaze, is supposed to give us kamikaze strikes, is ideological fanaticism. Allows kamikaze to strike against air missions, suicide attacks against enemy ships. So I really have no idea as to why we can do kamikaze attacks. Like, there's just nowhere else that we can do it. Wait, secret weapons? No. It's just really weird to me. Fighter focused aviation, no. I'm just dumbfounded by that, but still, I'm not gonna complain. I'm absolutely not gonna complain. Should have missed alerts. Oh, that's kind of cool. Advanced computing machine. Excellent. So that is finally complete. I could go for nuclear reactor. I will go on that. Yeah. Because I want to build nukes. This game. Oh, the Japanese are actually invading the Soviets. How very interesting. So do we have a non-aggression pact going with the Soviets? Yes, we do. Okay. And they're going for anti-capitalist diplomacy, which means that soon enough they will be going at war with Iran, maybe, or maybe just directly the UK, because as you can see over here, if I show it to you, anti-capitalist diplomacy, where is it? It's over here. It gives later focuses to improve the Red Navy, and then essentially, claim Xinjiang. Gains claim on. Okay, that is very interesting. Now, whoa, yeah. Essentially, what is that? Reconcile Japan. No, I don't want that to happen. I definitely don't want that to happen. Now, yeah, pretty much it eventually leads to war with the UK, and it requires both ultimatum to Greece and Southern Thrust. Southern Thrust gives you war goal against Iran and Iraq, and ultimatum to Greece, of course, gives you war goal against Greece. Because essentially, what this focus tree is all about is going after the Middle East and Greece. Yeah, if I say that Greece is in the Middle East, someone is gonna definitely be very pissed off at this video. So, I wonder if there's a console command to remove the fog of war. I'm definitely certain that there is, but I'm not gonna use it right now. I really want to see what is going on over here, because it's been going on for most of the game. Somehow Italy just keeping a presence in the Baltic, which is like, what the fuck is going on? But it does look like at least the Italian troops in Bulgaria are being repelled. Slowly but surely. And Japan even owns one little tile over here. Now, how are my paratroopers? They're all almost regular. Once they are regular, I'll be attempting to actually do a pair drop and see how that works out. Because I know that there is one Nationalist Spanish division. Actually, what I could be doing is we have another Marine division. That is cool. And you'll be going here. Now, what I could actually do is make another edit of a paratrooper. Duplicate. I'll rename it to para art because I want to see if by adding artillery do I make them unable to be para dropped. And I will be. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna be able to be para dropped. I will turn one division over to being that. The Slujunshi. Can you paradrop? No, you cannot. No paratroopers in the command group. Okay. So I'll just... yeah. That is very weird. It does make sense though. I'll be switching that back over. And I'll go delete that horrible template. That is very unfortunate. So what can I do to improve the firepower of my paratroopers? Other than these companies, there's really not much that I can do, unfortunately. There's no like special forces companies or anything like that, so I don't think we will be able to do that. There's actually no paradrop tanks, which is kind of sad. Well, there's even in real life there were no paradrop tanks, but like lighter armor was a thing. So airborne tanks would be kind of cool to have. So I wonder if I actually Russian Far East. If the Japanese do actually get here, I'll attempt to make an assault and see if I will actually receive the provinces or not. I don't think I will, but if I do, that is going to be hilarious. I could go after Afghanistan actually. I should do that. That would be fun. Now, how many divisions does Afghanistan have? 26. Okay, so if I actually research mountaineers, that's going to help us greatly in doing that, but will I ever have the capacity to do that? I'm not sure. This is the overview of the land forces, right? Yeah, we do have 96 infantry divisions, 130% effective are partisans, 13 marine divisions, 12 paratrooper divisions, and 5 cavalry divisions. Ah, that is kind of cool. Experienced soldier losses. How many extra losses are taken? What is that? Can you please stop? Okay. How many extra losses are taken from experienced soldiers compared to fresh recruits? So we don't really have anything in that way? Okay. Supply grace. Well, there's a lot of very, very interesting stuff here. I wish I knew that already, that I could see my stats. We have less attrition, same supply consumption, looks like out of supply, division speed, line attack, minus 50%. Well, that's cool. That is very cool. So once over here encryption is complete, I'll be seeing if I can actually switch over my naval doctrines, because if I can do base strike, that would be really good, because base strike provides bonuses to carriers in a pretty dramatic fashion, whereas Fleet and Being gives bonuses to both carriers and battleships, but it's much more about battleships than about carriers, and also about cruisers. Whereas Base Strike also gives you submarines, which we don't have, but it's still pretty decent, and also destroyers, which is excellent. Whoa! How did the Japanese get in there? Didn't we have troops over here? Right, because this was Soviet territory earlier. Okay. So, actually I'll use my marine to recapture this area. So what will that do? I just want to see if I will get the territory or not. There's actually a lot of Finnish communist troops coming in. And see, they come in because technically the state owner is Japan. That is horse shit. That is complete horse shit. That system needs to be reworked in some way, the occupations. Let's see. Will it be China or will it be Soviet Union once the day turns? As long as they don't take any cities, it's gonna be fine. So let's see. Come on. Yeah, it becomes Soviet Union. That is supremely annoying. What are they trying to do? Weirdo Japanese people, man. Man, if... So there's one, or rather motorized division, which explains why they were able to move so quickly. Now, how do Marines actually compare to infantry in terms of attack, actually? Now, keep in mind that this is 3/5 of an infantry division. This is due to infrastructure and terrain and low organization. The HP seems to be much better for infantry. I wish I could just compare in some way. So defense, movement, attack. So the Marines are better in marshes, which is to be expected. Both are better in forts, also to be expected. Marines are better in rivers, whereas the infantry are worse in rivers. Amphibious, the Marines are obviously much better. Jungle, Marines are equal to infantry, which is kind of interesting. I would have made them a little bit better, actually. And plains will obviously be the same, and mountains will be the same, and hills will be the same. Soft attack is 275, soft attack is 400. So, looks like Marine units have less attack than infantry units. Let's see. Marines have how much soft attack? 9.4, whereas infantry have 9.4. Okay, so it's the same. Hard attack is the same. Suppression is the same. Organization is a little bit higher for the Marines, actually. And there's more breakthrough for the Marines, but there's less defense. Whereas paratroopers have everything the same, except they have less breakthrough and less defense. And more organization. But they have more HP, whereas infantry has the most HP. And in terms of production cost, the Marines are about twice expensive. I'm guessing because of their training time. I'm guessing it's because of training time that they have more cost. because it's the same amount of manpower, and actually the Marines are 50% more infantry equipment needed. So yes, that makes a lot of sense. Okay. So if you're running low on manpower but you have a good industry, just build Marines. They're better in pretty much every way. Though I do believe Mountaineers would be even better for that kind of role. Now, what was that? One destroyer. Excellent. So I'll actually be going now, and I'll be seeing you soon with more Nationalist China. I want to thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you.